What's up out there? What's up, Isme? So, I just wanted to go live for a little bit before Super went live. I'm not going to give any details away, and I don't know what Super's got to bring to the table, I'll be honest. But these people ain't looked. They can't even tell you how many witnesses were in that case. Because I got a surprise for them. You can't fucking look it up. You know why you can't just go and look it up? Because it was before digital. There are certain things that you have to do to even be able to see all of it. And I just don't want to let the cat out the bag. But I guarantee you, they ain't took the time. They don't have the money to. They too broke. They too worried about holding hands. I can't believe these two fucks are gonna run off into the sunset like that. Who would have ever seen this love affair happening? Huh? Holy shit. What's up, Charlin' for Jesus? Jay Prez. Hey, Extreme, what's happening with you, brother? Nikki, good to see you. Allie, always a pleasure to see you. Isme, it is always a great time when you come in. I kind of sneak watched you last night. I don't know if you know that or not, but I was laughing. I always enjoy your shit. Um, I, you know, here's the thing, Rusty. One of them just thinks he knows the fucking truth. Yeah, if somebody can share Seeper's link, I'd appreciate it. They can't even tell you how many people is on the witness list. Like, Cashville's so fucking dumb. I hate to say this because I don't know, man, but he's so fucking, why ain't he on the registered list? He can't tell you why the man ain't on the list. He does, to him, if you're not on the list, you're not a sex offender. All right, not a problem. And like, look, I don't have no fucking hard feelings, but I can't be fucked up with somebody who is willing to platform or even take up for like that, right? In grown man world, when you see somebody who's even got themselves involved in that type of situation, because there's no room for it, right? I can't fuck with that. Regardless if the dude was found guilty or not guilty, I myself cannot fuck with somebody who has even put themselves in that position. Imagine being a fucking father and taking up for somebody that way. But I
What up,
will
bro?
say this. I will say this one last thing. I'll clue y'all in on something. In the state of Indiana, sexual predators, people that, get put on the registry, come off after 10 years. Do you think Cashville's even looked that up? No. He hasn't even bothered. He just keeps running around saying the man's not on the list. I got a police officer and an attorney coming. No, fuck you don't. No, fuck you don't. Ain't no cop gonna get on here and take up for somebody that way. It's crazy that you're even running around lying about that. You, to this day, you cannot tell me how many people are on the fucking witness list. But I can tell you, you wanna know why? Because I actually took time to fucking find out instead of running around saying this guy's fucking innocent. What's up, Cosmic Cozy? What's happening, brother? What you doing?
Oh man, I'm chilling, bro. Just got home a little while ago. What's up with you?
Not much. Just waiting on Sleepers
What's up,
Live.
chat?
They
Yeah,
can't.
I got it pulled up. I just dropped the link just a few
Yeah,
minutes
I
ago.
appreciate that too. I need to pin it. And look, I don't have no hate towards nobody, but the fact that Daggy always finds himself contaminate, which I guess Daggy contaminates everything. I mean, it's like a fucking walking biohazard over there. But he tries to connect himself to just so he can grift, dude. It's so bad that this motherfucker couldn't see the trap that he got led into. And it won't be 6 or 7 months, dude. Them two will be fucking squabbling too.
Yeah, did you see his did you see Dagburn's post where he's with Cashville right now?
Mm-mm. Nah, I don't watch their shit, dude. I don't watch Daggy shit at all. Let them be together.
Look, pull my avatar up big. This is a picture Dagburn posted.
I see it. They're
You see
fucking.
that white stuff all around Dagburn's mouth?
He's fucking dumb. That's all I can say.
He got some white liquid
They're
stuff
doing
around his
because
mouth.
they hate me, guys. They doing it. I don't know how to make that one big. I don't think. They doing it just because they hate me, guys. It ain't nothing to do with that. Right is right and wrong is fucking wrong, man.
Yeah.
That's the only way I know it. You know what I mean? Like, why would you take up for fucking somebody that's got that on the record anyway?
Right.
I mean,
Well,
it's common fucking
I've
sense for real.
I've been texting back and forth with Seeper. He's got 82 pages that he's gonna be dropping this afternoon.
Yeah, see, I wasn't even gonna say how many pages he's had because neither one of these dumb fucks even know how many pages is there because they have done zero research. You cannot find the whole case online without doing certain requests because it was a non-digital error. At that time it was non-digital. So it went from from analog where you write it down, you know what I'm saying, in telegraph or court reported, to digital. Now, and I'm not going to act like a fucking expert on Indiana law because I'm not, but I'm smart enough to at least ask why certain questions don't, why certain things ain't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I know what you're talking about because, like, my dad had a buddy of his that was he had a pretty lengthy rap sheet, and it was all out of Orleans Parish. Like, and then when Katrina flooded the city, the jail and the courthouse and all that shit got flooded, and a lot of his records got fucking destroyed. So basically, a lot of his shit just wasn't like it's no longer on his record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it was all fucking wrote down. It was all done by transcripts and all from the court reporter.
Yep.
But here's the thing: there's two different kids, right?
Like they ended up having to let that dude out of prison because of that shit.
Hey, Miss Powerstroke, how you doing, sweetheart? But there's two different kids, two different homes, from my understanding, with the same fucking report. It's not one kid's dad write the report. It doesn't work that way. And to come out and tell everybody that's fucking crazy.
What up, bro?
Nobody's dad can write a police report for secondhand what was told to them. They have to actually witness it or be a part of it.
Yeah.
And there's more witnesses on this motherfucker than what they realize. And that's why I would like Cashwell to answer that. How many witnesses, since you looked at this shit, how many fucking witnesses are actually on the paper? I bet he can't tell you. What's up, Rusty? How you doing, sir?
Good afternoon, man. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
What's up, Rusty? What's up, bro?
I'm good, man. Just kind of sitting and watching the show.
Rusty, let me ask you a serious question, sir.
Sure.
What kind of case goes to court, gets 3 years, 2.5 suspended, 6 months house arrest, and is already over, but then gets found not guilty?
None. There is no case that does that.
Yeah, none at all. Not without being overturned or something like that. You wouldn't even be able to find the case if that's what would happen.
No, I mean, exactly. It is. Is my mic all right? Or coming in hot?
Sounds great.
No, you
Makes
good.
The rest of us sound like shit.
Okay. So there's like, anyway, there's a whole bunch of shit. They're just trying to push some subterfuge. This is where I'm going to disagree with you about this whole Cashville thing. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing.
You think he does?
I know for a fact he does, because look at this, man. And this is what I'm going to say. Every time you've gone live on here, anytime anyone breaks with what his narrative is he's pushing right now, he's shouting it down in the comments. He's trying to blow your phone up. He's doing everything he can to try to keep you from saying the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is not a person who's mistaken. Here's the thing about this. It's pretty disgusting that we can have our differences on everything, right? You can like Ryan or not like Johnny Gobble or not like Triple T, all that bullshit. This should be the one thing that we could universally agree on, and we can't. Because this is the shit. Now, think about this. I'm sitting here watching him. I'm watching 12 Point. I'm watching these people actively working overtime to clean up Johnny Gobble's messes. Because ultimately, that's what this is. This is a mess that Gobble created.
Yeah, and it's wild.
And they're trying to polish this shit up to make him somewhat more presentable. And I'm like, hey, look, if you can do that, go ahead. It's a low percentage play. This dude has fucked that up every single time. Like, there's only a matter of time. He doesn't get what he wants. What's he do?
Yeah, he
you know that.
He starts getting around in the back streets calling people, trying to convince them. Like, there is no reason when somebody's live, if you see somebody fucking comment in somebody's chat, to get on the fucking phone and start calling, trying to sell your story. You wasn't even there.
No, of course not. But why? You have to ask yourself, why are they so invested in this, man?
I don't know. It is fucking weird. It is weird.
Right. That dude has never stood on a fucking thing his entire life, and he ain't gonna start now.
No.
But anyway, back to the whole point of this. It's pretty common sense, the point you were making. How in the world are you found not guilty of a crime you admit guilt to? He took a plea bargain. It's got his signature all over this paperwork, admitting, yes, I'm responsible for this, and I will plead guilty to this in exchange for this sentence, so I don't have to go to prison.
Right.
And that's what a plea bargain is. You admit guilt to relieve the burden on the court of taking you to trial. That's exactly what the deal is. You're admitting guilt. It says so right in the paperwork that he signs. Now, after the fact, this is what I'm saying. Nobody can explain this to me. How in the world do you find someone not guilty of something that they admit guilt to?
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
No.
Well, Dak Burns like, oh, he took it back to court. No, bro, that's not how that went, bro. Like, he took the plea deal. And I apologize for cutting you off,
but dude, what would have to happen? What you will see in that record is number one, they're going to need a motion for a new trial. And let's just say this whole story about the girl lied and all that stuff, they're going to take that, and that becomes an entirely different deal, because there is the chance that person could be being threatened or coerced to recant it. That's exactly why. So they're not going to just take her word for it and be like, okay, yeah, you're free to go. That's not how any of this shit works. There's going to be a motion for a new trial. They're going to have something in that case log that says, look, we're going to introduce new evidence. And if he is found where there was something that happened with the court that was so egregious that he wasn't represented well or something like that happened, you will see an order to vacate his sentence. You don't have any of that.
None. And he caught other charges 7 days after he caught this one. And that's what these dumb fucks don't understand, is when he caught them other charges, it was run concurrent instead of consecutive. So he had to finish out his one sentence before he started his other one. That's where these dumb fucks are getting all confused, and you can't just go on here and look it up because
they're being confused on purpose.
Yeah,
that's what this dude is trying to do. He's trying to create. Why? Why?
I mean, there's what Rusty said about. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, man. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Now, what Rusty said about, they were gonna want to know if anybody would like coerce you to say it or threaten you or anything. When I took my plea deal with the drug charges, the judge specifically asked me, "Hey, did you get threatened by did anybody bribe you to say this?" And I mean, my answer was no. So, I mean, what Rusty's saying is fucking factual.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. And that's what I was trying to say. You do not fucking get found not guilty after you served your fucking time. The court's not even going to hear the case again.
Well, the thing about that is,
without. Yeah, you're right. Though I should have cleaned that up a little better.
With his paperwork, he was sent back to work release. And I think about this in the minutes of that case, and I hate to cut you off. I'm just making a point here before he gets lost. He's sent back to work release through the year of 2000. I've seen the order to where he was sent back to work release. So, I mean, there's so many inconsistencies with this thing. These people, and they're willfully doing it. And this is the thing. This is why I ain't making no excuses for the shit, because I know that That's what makes it that. I mean, think about this. He's doing more than fucking Gobble did to ride
Yeah.
for this dude.
Yeah.
He's like, Johnny Gobble had the fucking sense to shoo this dude away and take his wrench. Nah, dude, get the fuck out of here. I can't mess with you.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, Cashville doesn't have that much sense, does he? Apparently not.
No. And you know what, man? He fucking literally called me on the phone and started screaming at me when I said, dude, could, I'm pretty laid back. I was like, dude, anybody that puts herself in this kind of fucking position, I ain't got nothing to do with no way. God damn it, Will, he's fucking innocent, you stupid. I said, dude, he pled guilty. And on and on and on and on. It was hilarious. It got to the point where I was just laughing. I couldn't believe this dude was that fucking dumb.
He's not that dumb. That's the point. He's willfully doing this.
Yeah. So when you take something back to court, it goes to a higher court than a fucking county and all that shit. It slipped my mind right at this second, but I'll think of it in just a minute.
Yeah, but once they have an admission of guilt, that's not an easy thing to overturn.
Oh no, he doesn't have enough time. It takes years.
Right.
Appellate court. Excuse me. There you go. It takes years to even get it heard, and chances are they'll shoot something like that down because he pled out on his own. Yeah. Yeah,
because they're gonna first thing you're gonna need an appeal. None of that's there because none of it's going to fit. None of it's going to fit because he admitted guilt to it.
Yeah.
It started serving a sentence. And it's just like, how this is what I don't understand about this. Like, this dude means nothing to any of us. I think we just want to keep this nasty fuck away from trying to grift off these people, because this is what Johnny was ultimately doing, like playing his music and all that shit and trying to make this dude to some kind of an upstanding person. He's not. He's clearly not. I mean, if you really want to, make an argument for it, go look at the rest of his record. He clearly has some kind of a problem with women because he's got domestic violence, more battery on there. He's not a good person.
Something else that I seen too, manhandling fucking women. And that right there is a red flag in itself. Any man that'll put his hands on his woman, to me, is not right, because your woman is the most cherished thing that you got in your fucking life beside your kids.
Dude, I've sat here and just kind of just took all this in, right? And just, doing my thing and watching this and just listening to this. And I'm like, how in the world, you notice that the folks trying to clean this up, they won't show you that affidavit.
No.
They don't put that up there.
No, that's why
they try to minimize that deal. I've heard everyone try to say that, that's anybody can write that. Dude, it's a detective who interviewed one of the girls on one day, and then the next day he interviewed the second one. And that is exactly, that is a detective on there. Pete Ketchum, Pete Ketchum interviewed the girl one day. It was like April the 9th, and then April the 10th was the next one. And they both had the same story.
Yeah, it's not her dad.
Right. And this bullshit about him beating her dad. I mean, his dude's story has changed how many times? They know this. They're not retarded. Gobble has a fucking excuse.
Right,
Cashville doesn't. Johnny Gobble is fucking stupid, right? He's probably got like fetal alcohol syndrome or some shit. There's probably something wrong with him. Cashville does not have that luxury. He doesn't have that excuse.
I don't know. Anybody, hey, anybody to go live with fucking roaches crawling on their shoulders, because you do see yourself when you're fucking live, right? You do realize that, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. He don't
talk like
They showed me a video. This dude was fucking making a video, and he's sticking his fingers in a fucking bowl of soup and eating it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Anyway, I don't get. Look, the dude's a scumbag. That's not really up for debate. Like, I don't really that part. I just don't give a fuck about. Live however you want. Live as dirty as you want. Do all that other shit. But like I said, we could agree. We could disagree on a bunch of shit. This is the one thing that we should be agreeing on. Damn right. And for whatever reason, these boys need to clean this up and somehow make this presentable. I don't get it, man. I really don't.
Did y'all see Gagburn's little short where he's like, I'm gonna go take pictures with all these artists, y'all?
You should absolutely do that.
Oh, dude,
go do that.
I was like, this dude's a fucking male group.
Yeah, dude. Go do that. I mean, and it's look, Good for him, man. This is what he's wanted this entire time. Let him go get it. This is exactly what it should be.
And that was something else I was thinking about too. This dude is single-handedly going through this community, just fucking causing havoc with people, and people still go over and hang out with him like it's all good, and not thinking that they're going to get bit, because it's going to come. I promise you.
Every last one of them. Yeah.
It's
And
just
the shitty part is like, so if you are unaware, if you haven't picked up all the hints, or Johnny's out here, basically filming the dude when they're out doing this, the person who's riding motorcycles with him is Goose.
I know that.
Right.
Really?
We all know it. Right. And because Goose didn't want to come out and say that, he didn't want to be he didn't want it known that he was back around hanging around this dude. And Johnny's over there bragging about him, buying him cigarettes and all this other shit. And it's just like, and you're filming the dude when he's riding with you. And I'm just sitting here like, dude, like, I don't think Goose is a bad guy, but he clearly does not want this. And you just keep putting shit out there.
Hoping. Goose is actually a very good dude, and he's a Christian, and he, in his belief, he's supposed to forgive, because he
Right.
is, and he lives that, and he's trying to show this dumb fuck a different way. But Johnny is a grifter and a taker advantage
Yeah.
of, and that's all he's going to do. And Goose got to figure that out on his own.
Oh, listen, it'll make itself apparent. That's none of us are that naive.
I've heard some chatter of it being Goose, but I didn't know it was like.
Of course it is. Johnny's over there like, he's offered to give me his channel, y'all. And he's the one that got me on these Marlboros right here. I don't smoke them Misties no more. This guy. And I'm like, he's out here buying him cigarettes, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about this, man. And whatever. I'm all for somebody making, turning their life around, right? But Gobble has not done that. I mean, for fuck's sake, just a couple of months ago, he's in court right now for threatening Triple T.
Yeah.
Before that, he's over here committing assault. I mean, the dude's not ever going to just, and I shouldn't say not ever, right? I don't see a future where Johnny Gobble just becomes a motherfucking productive human being. He just says, hey, you know what? I could probably help my old lady out here by getting a job or doing something more productive with my time. He's not going to do that. Therefore, that's why people got to prop him up and try to make him out to be something he's not. They're trying to clean this thing up. And for why? I have no fucking idea. But hey, you know what? Knock yourself out. Ultimately, you are the one that is fishing around in this shit, and you're going to wear the stink on it. And I ain't talking about Gobble. This shit with Cashville, dude. I don't see how the fuck I know he don't stand on shit, and he'd be like, well, I thought it was this Jack or something. It's bullshit. 100% what the fuck you're doing.
Here's the thing. He's got fucking kids, man.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
That's what I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Even if the dude wasn't guilty of it, he still put himself in that fucking position. And, Gotcha Man said something good yesterday. He said, I was talking to somebody who said, I've never been charged with something that I wasn't in some way a part of. And that's the fucking truth. It may not went down. It may not have went down the way that the cops wrote it, but I had something to do with what the fuck was going on.
Well, yeah, yeah, of course. Like, they don't just single you out and be like, yeah, you know what? You won the lottery today. You're going to get these charges you had nothing to do with.
How'd you know I won the lottery today?
Well, I just guessed.
I mean,
You
that would
watching
be
me,
like,
man?
me
Are you
saying,
on them
hey,
fucking flock cameras?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
That would be like me saying, hey, I was convicted of this thing back in 2018, but I had nothing to fucking do with it. Like, I pled guilty to it, but I had nothing to fucking do with it.
Yeah.
Now, I have been charged with shit that I didn't do, but I've kind of fucking had something to do with it. So, I mean, it wasn't quite what the fuck they said, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be different sides to it, and this is why there are negotiations that happen with court situations.
Yeah.
Because ultimately they have they have standards that they're going to charge you with. I'm taking a look at like this particular thing, and as graphic as that deal is, and just the nature of someone, like if he'd have done this to a pair of 30-year-old girls, it's not good.
No,
It's not acceptable. And we're talking about 13-year-old girls that this happened to. Him and his buddy.
Ain't even developed yet. And
Right,
one of them
but-
is no longer here over the shit.
Right, but I don't necessarily know that it has anything to do with what happened, right? I'm not 100% sure of that. That part I haven't, like, I don't care to go dig into all that shit and try to make this anything more of this. The facts of what I'm looking at on a piece of paper and what I've seen in this official court record and everything, and here's the thing, I cross-referenced it back to what's on my case. Everything's there. There's there's no need to argue the semantics of this bullshit. All this is just trying to say Johnny Gobble didn't do this when he did. He 100% did. And what's the harm of it? The fucking path of least resistance for this is to be like, you know what, y'all, I made a mistake. I should never fuck with that guy. And I won't do it again. Right.
Yeah,
He won't do it.
Yeah, but because fucking what's his name? God damn it, his name slipped my mind. Told him not to. He did anyway because they were after fucking Del Reed.
He said he was going to somehow expose Larry Dale Reed for some shit. And then there's this other talking point like, well, Larry Dale Reed, at one side, I heard 12 Point do this. He's like, well, on one side, y'all can blame Johnny Gobble for doing this, but you don't say anything about Larry Dale Reed doing music with him. I'm like, Larry Del Reed explicitly said, as soon as we found this out about this dude, we quit fucking with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Cashville, how many people, since you did all this digging into the case, how many people are on the witness list? You should know this right off the top of your head, because I can tell you. And how did you go to looking at this case when you can't just directly see it online without doing a few things? I guarantee you didn't take the time to really properly research this, because if you did, you'd quit making fucking videos. Now, I'm not going to let the cat out the bag because Seeper's going to do a live with it, but I'm telling you right now, Cashville, you're wrong, dude. You are so fucking wrong.
He knows
not
he's
even
wrong.
funny,
No.
man.
He knows he's wrong.
If he
He
don't,
knows exactly what he's
something's
doing.
wrong.
Yeah.
That dude, the reason he wasn't on the list is because the state of Indiana doesn't put you on a list after 10 years, your name comes off of it. That's one, right? So in 2007, the dude's name would have been off the list. That fucking dude knows that shit. He's not dumb. He knows exactly what happened.
No, of course, man. But what he's doing right now is just creating doubt. This is all fucking, what is we on 5-6 days now of this dude trying to convince you that a dude was found not guilty of something that he admitted guilt to?
Yeah, and
Every
served
day.
his
This is
fucking
why,
sentence on it.
just like clockwork, every fucking day he shows
Not
up.
guilty.
He shows up in the comments and tries to shout you down, but yet cannot show you. Where was his fucking sentence vacated? Where was the appeal at to introduce new evidence? Where was any of this shit that needed to happen?
There is none.
Right.
Because I promise you this, it would all still have the same case number, and it absolutely doesn't. The dude called
Right.
charges fucking 7 days afterwards. All right. If I'm not
See,
here, when
look,
we get back,
that's what he does. He was found.
I'll be back.
He was found that guilty of all 5 charges. It's in black and white. Okay, you forgot the not part. Stupid. Anyway, we know what you're doing, Cashflow. Hey, listen, man, and it's good. Like I'm all for it.
stand on it, baby.
Just here's what I would love for you guys to do. If you are that certain that this man is innocent, start hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Bring him up around you. Do like Gobble did. You guys hang out with the guy.
That's not in black and white, bro. You don't know what you're looking at. There is no appeal. There is no appeal case number.
Yeah.
There's none of that. You don't just take it back to court after you do your fucking sentence. When you're sentenced to 3 years, 2.5 years suspended, 6 months house arrest, and it's 2 years later, that's a different fucking case. It's easy to fucking see. There is no other shit in there. Just like I said, you still ain't answered my main question. How many witnesses is on the witness list? I bet you can't answer it. I bet you I can, and I'm not going to fucking tell you because you don't know what you're talking about. You're just looking at this cover sheet that they got.
No.
And you can even go ask Chat GPT right now, why is not all this case on there? And it will tell you in the state of Indiana, it was fucking analog. It wasn't digital. A lot of the stuff you can't get unless you fucking request it. He hasn't had enough time to request it.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a
Yeah.
piece of shit who's pushing a narrative. That's what I'm
Yeah.
looking at.
Taking up for a guy that done some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Answer the question. Answer the question. How many people are on the witness list? I bet you Rusty can tell you. Oh, I know. He told me that shit too. And his dumb ass, I told him, I said, my brother's the fucking lawyer or a judge and says he's fucking guilty. My brother ain't no goddamn judge.
Yeah. I can read Cashville. I know exactly what's going on. Do it. Hey, do what you need to do, man. That's all. Hey, I'm 100% all for it. I'm enjoying watching you go to work.
Yeah, he is retarded. Why
He's not
would I be
retarded.
so adamant about telling you that you can't get a fucking full copy of the shit because it's analog? It's not being recorded digitally. The shit was transferred over. There's only so much fucking information that you can get from
Hey.
logging on to their fucking My Case.
Brandy Day, Gemini, busted him out. They took Johnny Gobble's, the last piece of paperwork you put out. She went and fed it through Chat GPT and got the metadata off of it. It was created the same day that Johnny Gobble had that guy on panel.
Wow.
See, he still doesn't understand.
I shared. Yeah, he doesn't want to understand it. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why he comes and tries to shout you down and just repeats the same stupid shit over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's retarded.
He knows what that's like I said. That's why I know you were making excuses for him because you're trying to be a decent dude. I don't think he deserves decency. Like I said, we could disagree on a whole bunch of shit and I'm cool with that. Nah. You propping this shit up? Nah, we're good.
Actually do disagree on some stuff. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you're a bad guy. I still respect the fuck out of you because you don't get up here and lie. And that was what I was trying to tell this motherfucker.
Nah, but he needs to put it out there. No, this is what it is. They're just trying to clean it up, man. For whatever reason, whether it's because Johnny's going to take a picture with Upchurch or whatever, fuck, who cares? Who gives a shit about that? You just want to clean it up or whatever the fuck it is, or Ryan shouted him out after the fact that he did it. Yep. It's whatever. Like, okay, you're cleaning up someone else's mess. That's the truth of this. You want Johnny Gobble to not go to jail. I mean, think about this. You motherfuckers are going, like, you're seriously putting in overtime, trying to make sure Johnny Gobble doesn't go to jail for some shit that he did, trying to make sure that Johnny Gobble is not held accountable for bringing this fucking child molester on his panel. This is what you motherfuckers are doing. You're doing this shit on overtime, working your asses off to try to clear this shit up. And for what? It's a horrible motherfucking investment.
Hey, out of his own mouth, he's mad at Tim because Tim dropped his phone calls.
Well, who gives a flying fuck,
what really
dude?
is going on.
He pillow talks with everybody in the fucking backstreet. PBR's like, I got all of his text messages and he's crying about Ryan to me. Like what do you expect? He's over here. This is what he does. He gets on the phone with people and he starts crying about what Ryan did to him, which I thought was pretty shitty. Which I thought was really shitty. I mean, ultimately he deserves the money to get that he worked for and got paid on those royalties. And Ryan tried to double down and fuck him. I thought that was pretty shitty.
I did too.
But ultimately, the fact that now Ryan's got him under this fucking NDA, now he's got to dance around this shit for the rest of his fucking life to protect this shit. And I mean, it is what it is. We all know, we all know what the fuck it is. And this is why one of the reasons why I never said nothing to him. I never really fucking went at this dude because he flip flops and all that shit. I realized that he has to. There's really nothing he can do about it. He's in a bad spot. That's why I never really said nothing to him.
Hey, I can tell you the day he signed the NDA. You want to know? The day he posted pictures at Upchurch's house. Ryan was like, hey, come here. Let me talk to you. Sign this, motherfucker.
Damn, Petey Wheatstraw. He said Cashville sold his brother the drugs that killed him, so that doesn't make Cashville a low life. Birds of a feather stick together. Yeah,
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I mean, you listen. He he picked this motherfucking fight with me. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
And I'm not the kind of dude that just forgets about shit and lets it go. Like, nah, this, like I said, I don't fuck with child molesters, and I sure to fuck don't fuck with people who prop them up.
No, it doesn't sound that way, does it, Bayou Don? Because listen, ultimately, at the end of the day, one of these little girls is not fucking here anymore. She doesn't have a chance to walk this earth anymore. And y'all act like that it ain't no big deal. It's because you're fucking desensitized to life, and you're so busy trying to go at Tim, you don't give a fuck what you spread around. That's how desperate you are for a win against fucking Tim for Triple T. And that old man is whooping y'all's ass every fucking day, and you can't stand it. It makes you look dumb. Just like you going after fucking T-Dam. Bro, you have no room to talk about anybody's appearance. Have you looked at yourself? I mean, I know I'm a motherfucker. That's why I don't talk really too much shit about the way people look. Bro, you look like a goddamn walking bowling ball. I mean, riding around with a cockroach on your shoulder. I mean, what the fuck is going on? Put a leash on that motherfucker.
This dude, it's just bad. It's all, like I said, it's just all around bad, man. And like I said, I did a lot of this, like letting shit just go. I never really wanted to go at this dude because I understood he was in a bad position. But hey, look, you know, dog's off the chain now.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. Everything is fair game at this point.
Yeah.
So hey, man, look, play your little games, do your bullshit. You're going to try to walk it back because you ain't never stood on a fucking thing in your life. I'm going to make sure you don't.
Let me read this right here. A plea deal is a trial deal isn't a trial conviction. It's a legal compromise. Legally, someone is only responsible for what is the final agreement, not the original accusation. Innocent people take deals all the time just to avoid the trial risky and heavy jail sentence. There are 3 pleas. Pleas not guilty, faces a trial, pleading guilty, admits to the specific charges and deals pleading no contest, accepts the punishment to the end of the case without admitting guilt. Well, when you plead no contest, it says that you don't really think that you can beat the thing. But you still don't fucking a deal doesn't prove the original claim. Well, you could try to spin it any way that you want to. There's no way in fucking hell. For one, we're going to put myself in a position where 2 different people can say that I fucking tried to hurt them if they didn't suck me off. And I sure enough ain't messing with no 13-year-old girls at 18. He got very fucking lucky because the law was laxed in the state of Indiana at that time. If that would have been Florida, that motherfucker would probably still be in jail right now.
Yeah, hardcore.
They were pretty lax.
Hardcore MMA, dude. This whole fucking YouTube app is infested with them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
infested with them.
Yeah, it's all about what they can get from somebody else. I've noticed that too. Whoever's moving at the time, they'll fucking run over there and try to leech off of them and act like they're best friends. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. It's like I said, none of these motherfuckers are about anything. And like I said, I learned a lot this past week, and it's good. And I'm the kind of guy that would rather know.
Yeah.
Like I don't, I look at shit for what it is. And like I said, I get it. One hand, hey, look, you feel some obligation to ride for Ryan. At the end of the day, Ryan did all this shit to himself.
Yeah.
Ryan nuked his own distribution deal. It wasn't Chad. Ryan picked a fight with all these fucking rappers and got dissed fucking 11 times, which he couldn't respond to. Ryan decided to do whatever it is he did that made him go on all these little delusional fucking trips and cause all this havoc in his life. And here's where they got a problem with Triple T. Whenever Ryan did all this shit to people like Deerdorf, Billy, Skyler, Ripta, guess what? Triple T decided to give his victims a platform. Yep. And they all came up on panel and were able to speak their piece about what their experience was with Ryan. That's when shit flipped for these dudes. They don't believe Triple T had a right to defend himself. You don't believe those people who experienced this shit had a right to speak their mind on it. All they want is just Ryan did no wrong. And and I'm not going to run with that. Look, I'm not supporting that shit. It's just it's not real.
That's what got him in the position he's in now. Because he thought he could do whatever the fuck he wanted to whoever he wanted to right then. That dude don't have no friends. He's just got people that he uses. Just like with the BMI shit, he was blaming them. Why are they still working for me? I fired them 5.5 months ago. They're still over there doing weird shit. And it's like, bro, they're filing your fucking taxes from last year. They have to. You paid them for it. They collected money on it. They have to fucking file it. It's the law. The fact that either you know that and you're still trying to put that shit out, trying to fuck them up, make people think not to fuck with them, or you're just so goddamn dumb that you ain't had your head in your own fucking business, makes it even look worse.
So Cashville saying, where was all this energy for Ryan when my son was gaslighting the narrative? I'll tell you what, Cashville, you know, the shit that Ryan got sued for. And here's just the truth, right? As kind of like a courtesy to people like you and Mike, I didn't cover any of that court shit. It was a courtesy to you guys because you didn't have a whole lot to work with. And I wasn't trying to make it any harder for you. But if you like, I can go through and go back through all this shit and go through the reasons why he got sued. I can put it on my platform. You'd like me to talk about something else, I can certainly do that. You want me to, you want to make that? I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. It was a courtesy to you folks. It really was.
Yeah, because everybody understood that he was in a bad place because everybody around him was trying to suck him fucking dry for everything he could. So he didn't have anybody he could fucking trust, but he put himself in that fucking position. When I heard Deerdorf talk about how he had to deal with everybody as far as like that was working for Ryan, when they would go over to go build something or do whatever, and he wouldn't even come out there and like give orders to what he wanted done, and he would just freak out on people for showing up the shit that he hired them for. I was like, who the fuck does that? What the fuck is going on?
All right, Cashville, I'll take that as a yes. That's what you need me to do. All right, I'll prove it to you. I'll make a point to you. Because you're stupid and you would not. Yeah, fuck it. You caused it. Remember that.
Well, he'll figure it out when his money's drying up right now anyway, because all the Upchurch stock is fucking falling. And them people are trying to cover themselves right now. That's one of the reasons why all his shit's down to 33%. And I can't believe he doesn't understand that. People are protecting themselves against his dumbass shit is what he's doing.
I never had any negative energy towards Ryan when he wasn't fucking whacked out of his mind, dude.
The day that Ryan fucking did that shit to Skylar, that really changed my view, really. It really did, because like he knows that there's some whack ass motherfuckers out there, and he was trying to send people to her fucking house. He was trying to scare her with a brand new fucking, and that's his family. And Ryan doesn't realize the damage that I really don't think that he thinks about the damage that he's done to his own family, like his aunt and shit. It's bad. That shit was bad. How do you do fucking Gail that way? You know what I mean? Out of all fucking people, that lady.
So you got everything. Sorry, you got Rick Gagger in the chat, bro. You're all about to be shriveled into nothing. Oh. All right. Well, look, Rick Gagger. I'll tell you what. I think you're an absolute piece of shit. I read this paperwork, and I 100% believe you are guilty of those things because you admitted guilt to them. That's what I think of you.
So sue away.
So hey, you do what you need to do.
About to shrivel into nothing. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Bro, you pled guilty to it. There ain't no fucking thing you can do.
Yeah, you took a plea deal.
Yeah.
After you did that to 2 13-year-old girls. No, I don't need to come smack you, dude. Life has smacked you hard enough.
Ain't that the fucking truth? Oh.
As a matter of fact, you did. You
Yeah,
did.
you
It's a
can
public
find it. I'm
record. You
looking at
did.
the fucking paper. You even initialed this
It's a
shit.
it's public record. You
Oh
did.
yeah, now the
Yes.
state of Indiana's lying on him. We get
Yeah,
it.
of course. It's everyone else's fault but yours, right? Dude, create another version of that story. They said, hey, go for it, man. Do what you got to do.
What about Larry Del Reed being a rat?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers shot him and tried
No.
to rob him, and he told on. Well,
And look at stupid. Look at look right here, right here, dude. Screenshot this fucking chat. Look at this. Took a plea deal for simple battery. Well, okay. So what was the cause of you taking a plea deal, Cashville? Like you're a fucking idiot for pushing this. What the fuck did you do initially to have to plead to anything?
Yeah.
This is the part. This is why I know you know, motherfucker. This is why I know you know. You're not this stupid. But yet
Yeah,
you're
you
going to come
played it.
back later and pretend you were.
You played it down.
Who cares if he's a rat, dude? You're a child molester. What the fuck? Like, really? Like, well, you're over here throwing motherfucking stones, accusing people of shit you can't prove, but yet we're looking at your paperwork?
Why
Yeah,
did
you pled
have
out to
plead
battery.
Why did
Yeah,
you
why?
have to plead? And Indiana went light on that shit back then.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Fuck
Look,
that.
I went and looked why, right? Because there's always mitigating circumstances to why a DA will do certain things. In the fact that they were overcrowded, they had 104 bed space. They were being over fucking run. So in other words, that old timey jail that couldn't hold capacity to the people that were in there. And they were pushing this pre-trial shit. I mean, there's documents. There's all kinds of documents online about it.
Yeah.
And
He
so
can't explain how he was found not guilty after he pled guilty. How the fuck do you do that? Where's that motion to vacate your sentence, man? Where's the appeal? Where's the new trial at that would need to be introduced to make sure you didn't intimidate the witness? Where is all that at? None of it's there. No, you were found not guilty on the parole violations. Only some of us here are intelligent enough to figure that out, I guess. Right, Cashville?
And good for you. We're glad you got joint.
Good for you, man.
custody of your
Yeah,
son.
good for
That
you.
shit
Glad-
falls off after 10 years in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not
Would you like me
harming
to pull
little
that up?
girls anymore, man. Good for you. You don't need a fucking
is
cookie
he?
for it.
Or is he?
Well, he's just not being caught with it. I mean, whatever. Nah, dude. I read the paperwork. I know what you did.
Change, man. When you force
I know what you did. Of course, there's not a dude who hurt kids that's going to come out and admit it. That's why he took a plea deal, because he knows what'll happen to him in jail. They ain't playing with that shit. He knows that. You take that
Well,
fucking
he got
paperwork into
work
jail, you
release.
see what happens.
He got work release is what he got.
Of course he did. Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying-
There's no place for this dude, man.
Nah.
I had to
And
step
why
away
would,
for a
why
second,
would you
but,
bring him around anyway? That's what I don't fucking.
Right.
What's
I
the
grew up with a
point?
dude. I grew up with a dude. I say we met probably in about 5th or 6th grade, right? It was probably like 2021, maybe. He got caught with some questionable material, like digital material, involving children, and for the longest time he was ducked off in a prison somewhere in Alabama. I searched his name. That was probably about a year ago. I went searching for his name in the Alabama Department of Corrections, and he's no longer in there. So I'm guessing, he didn't get a little light sentence, but I'm guessing they took care of him in prison. So
I'm trying to.
Sub got you, man.
what up, y'all? I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
you
I hope
could.
they
You
killed him
could,
in prison.
Cashville. You could thump someone in the back of the ear and get a simple battery charge. You're absolutely right. That's not what the affidavit said. That's not that you know what the affidavit said. It says him and another guy was in a shed with two 13-year-old girls and forced them to perform oral sex on both of them. Yeah, that's what it said. And he pled guilty to that in exchange for a lesser sentence and the charge of battery. Do you not understand that? I know you understand it.
Yeah, it still don't look good either fucking way.
Dude, it wouldn't, if you did it to 30-year-old girls, it wouldn't fucking be okay. It's like, Jesus Christ. No, it's not a lie, dude. It's part of your fucking public record, man. I would just go away with this shit, dude. Gobble brought you around here. That's what happened.
Okay, so let me read this to you, Cashville, since you had a question about the sex offender registry list, okay? So listen real good, all right? In Indiana, most sex and violent offenders are required to register for a minimum of 10 years after certain key events, but the exact length depends on the nature of the offense and offensive circumstances. Underneath Indiana Code 11-8-8-19, a sex or violent offender must register until 10 years after the date of the last of the following events for the offense requiring registration: release from the penal or secure juvenile detention center, placement in a community transit or correction program, placed on parole or probation. And it keeps going on. But you wanted to know why somebody wouldn't be on the sex offender list. And that is why, because in 2007, it would have been over. Or when he got out after the 6 months. He only done 6 months for the stuff. He was sentenced to 3 years, and then 2.5 of it was fucking suspended. So he did 6 months or whatever it was right at it for house arrest. That shit was over. And you're trying to tell me that he went back to court 2 years after he got off fucking probation for it and did his house arrest and got found not guilty without no kind of record connected to the fucking
That's double talk
0070
shit with Cashville.
fucking
Jesus.
damn
He's
case
not.
number.
This shit with Cashville, like he keeps saying this shit found not guilty, like there was a trial.
Yeah,
He
there was no
pled
trial
guilty to it to avoid a
Hey,
trial.
Ricky, why don't you tell you, buddy, how many people were on the fucking witness list? Being that he's pretending that he actually looked this shit up thoroughly. Because he didn't. If he did, he wouldn't be talking to you right now. I don't know, though. He might. After watching this shit, he actually might. You probably found you a new best friend until he can't get anything off of you.
Yeah, I notice, and take note of this, Rick Gagger, which is a fucking real interesting name, and your music's real interesting too. Like you're real sorry about any of this happening. Take note that none of them are going to fuck with you, right? They're going to use you right now. That this is what they're doing. They're using you right now. None of them are going to bring you up on a panel and go to bat for your innocence and all that bullshit. They're not going to stand on it.
No.
They're not going to.
Just
trust me.
For the week, cuz.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
dipshit
Rick Gagger,
over
I'm
there
a
right beside
certified
Cashville has
wood
already
chipper
dropped his fucking cash out to try to get money from people in the community.
Right.
And people,
certified wood chipper operator here, Rick Gagger.
it's a job, y'all. Hustling these dumb motherfuckers.
I got him out of here, Unc.
Huh?
Yeah. It's whatever, man.
Rick
Like I
Gagger, I
said.
got him out of here. I banned him.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, look, Cashville, dude, stand on it. Hang out with him.
Yeah.
Really, dude, go hands across America for him, man. That's what you need to do.
Bro, I just
That's
told
what.
you
That's
why
what.
I
Just
did
show everybody what lack of fucking morals you have. Go ahead, go for it. You're gonna sit there and just keep trying to shout this shit down when the fact of the matter is that it's right there in black and white. And then you try to use words to try to confuse people and say he was found not guilty. There's no fucking trial for him to be found not guilty at.
Yeah, that crime was over. That's the thing that throws me with these dummies. The shit that he was found not guilty on is a whole fucking different case number and everything.
Yeah,
Put the
it's
shit
the
in his
violations. The violations for his fucking probation. Yeah, it's in his music.
Yeah, well, he got caught with alcohol and
Right.
something else.
Hey,
Trespassing.
so that-
Cashville,
That
ask
picture
yourself
of
if
Johnny
it sounds. Ask yourself if it sounds better for you,
And
Cashville.
that's hard
You're
to
the
fucking
stupid
prove.
motherfucker standing on this dumb shit.
That picture of Johnny Gobble and Cashville in a truck together, I wonder if that's Ricky in the back seat.
Don't let him get to you, Russ.
He ain't gonna get to me, dude. Like I said, hey, look, all he did was just open. All he did was just open a bunch of shit that I was purposely just kind of letting go. Like I know these people go at him because he's low hanging fruit. And I get it. The dude can't stand on shit. He doesn't do anything. He's not going to start standing on anything now. He's always just been that way. And I kind of felt bad for him. Like I can't, like one time I seen AD fucking this dude up so bad. He's got him showing his bank account on a live stream.
Who's that?
Fucking Cashville. He was literally beating him down so fucking bad on a live, telling him he's broke and this and that. He's got low-cal Cashville fucking pulling up his bank statements and shit to try to convince AD that he's not broke. I felt so, my wife listened to it. She's like, what the fuck why is he doing that? I felt so bad for Cashville that night. I wanted to get a hold of Newbuck to tell him to get him the fuck off of there. But dude, that's just the kind of shit. And it's just like, I seen shit like that, dude. And I was just like, you know what, man? It's, you know, if you want to be a fucking bully and pick on this stupid motherfucker, go ahead.
Man,
But nah.
he deserves it. Anybody, I just
I don't. Hey, look, dude, I don't care nothing about. I don't have to kiss up church's ass to make a living.
Exactly.
I don't, and look, I don't have to do that. And here's the thing, Cashville, I'll just put it out there, man. If you had anything that was marketable, you'd have moved on and been doing music for somebody else. That's the truth of it. Dude, you've not, look, that's where you peaked and that's where you're at. And now you're stuck smooching this dude's ass for the rest of your life to try to hold on to what you got from him. And look, and that's your existence. That's what defines you as a man. That's the truth of it. Get mad. Go ahead, Hunk.
Here's the thing, Cashville, and I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you about it because it really doesn't make no sense for me to. For one, it's not you. You're not the one charged with it. But there's people that fucking commit murder every day and don't get charged with murder. They plead it down to fucking, God damn it. I hate when shit slips my fucking mind, man.
Negligent homicide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
manslaughter,
or
negligent
even
homicide. They
lesser
take a
than
lesser charge, right?
Yeah, or even that. That doesn't mean that the motherfucker didn't kill him.
Well, Cashville, you're the one bringing this stupid shit up, man.
Example, I should be in prison for the rest of my life. I stood over the top of a motherfucker and shot him repeatedly in the chest. You understand? And I didn't get charged for it. I mean, I did, but I didn't. I was trying to kill the motherfucker, but if you go and look at my shit, it says aggravated battery. I believe it is either aggravated battery or aggravated assault with no intent to kill. I shot the man twice in the fucking chest. I was standing over the top of him. He was defenseless at the time. Then I shot my father-in-law coming in the fucking door.
Damn, Hunk, you was having a bad day.
Well, at that time, bro, they woke me up.
Well, damn, dude. Now I ain't never waking you to fuck up. That's a,
I walked
that's a
in the
lot
fucking
going
living
on.
room, Rusty. My fish is all over the fucking floor. They done broke my 100-gallon aquarium. I didn't know what was going on. This motherfucker walks past me, shoots this other boy right in the fucking face, turns the gun on me, and we went to fucking town. I went to fucking beating that dude up. Next thing you know, I had him on the ground and I shot him with his own gun. But at that time, there was no stand your ground law in the state of Florida.
Oh, it was his gun you shot him with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense, man. There's some self-defense elements there. You just didn't have a bad dream and wake up and start capping motherfuckers. There was some shit going on. Yeah.
No. Now my father-in-law, he just caught straight. He just snatched the door open and I said, "Pow!" Just a reaction. I was like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
He's like, "God damn it, you shot me." I said, "Oh man, I'm sorry." That motherfucker still walks around with fucking rods in his legs and shit over that shit.
I got you, man.
Could be twins.
He said, I drove a semi truck with a guy that had 2 DUIs, but we were pled out to physical control so that he could still keep his CDL. Well, we had joint custody of his CDL, but either way, he still drove a truck. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, Gotcha, man, for finding some way to inject humor into this.
That motherfucker is funny as shit, man.
Yeah. And he's a good dude. It's got his shit together. Like, you won't see him propping this shit up.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Like, dude, look, people with morals and decency are going to steer far away from this. Like, I'm telling you, if this dude had a charge like this and somehow that he beat it, you still wouldn't even take the chance.
No.
Still, you'd be like, dude, there's too many things going on, man.
That is my point. There's no good person that's got this kind of fucking shit.
Right.
That they're facing this. I don't care what, dude, I'll beat you up. No, you won't. You just think you will. But anyways, they're just using this dude as something to fucking talk about, and it's it's just a fucking grip.
Yeah,
for these
they're you
motherfuckers.
exactly just like I said. They're using the dude for right now, and exactly when they're done with it, and they think that they've polished up Johnny Gobble or whatever the fuck it is they're trying to do, they'll be done with him. And I mean, and it's fine. Like, and imagine this dude. He's in the chat, be like, "You're all gaslighting your community to go after somebody." Nobody needs to gaslight anyone to go after Johnny Gobble. There's a fucking Little Me put out a goddamn short movie with all of the fucked up shit that he's said and done over the years. There's no need to gaslight anyone to fucking go after him. He does that on his own. And the fact that you motherfuckers try to pretend like he's not, or he's some kind of like, or he's on some kind of a fucking a better path or something. It's just, look, dude, die on that fucking hill, dude. Die on that hill. Go for
Y'all
it.
hate Johnny Gobble. This way he told me. Y'all hate Johnny Gobble so much you're blinded by the goddamn truth.
Fucking
Will.
give a fuck about Johnny or hating Johnny
I don't
Gobble. There's
hate
not
that
enough
motherfucker.
fucking there, dude. It's not that serious. Nobody needs to hate him. He hates himself. That's why this that dude, anybody that's going to sit and just live off of the fucking scraps of other human beings does not like themselves. He has no drive. He has no commitment. He has no gumption.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
hard to hate
problem with
man.
him, dude. Yeah.
It's hard to hate a man that has to fucking fly a cardboard sign every day. I mean,
Right.
what are you really hating on?
Yeah.
And
I
know
don't
Johnny
hate the
won't
dude
last.
sitting on the fucking island out there on a bucket
Exactly.
asking for change.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
this dude
Same
is. He's just on YouTube.
Yep. Why would I hate him? My life is way fucking better than that, bro. I promise.
Right.
You.
But I do get disgusted when we really drag this bullshit with child molestation into this. I mean, at one point in time, it's kind of hard to be fun, right? When you got when this motherfucker takes it to that level. I mean, think about it, right? For the most part, it's all fun and games, And you get to this dark shit when we start talking about hurting kids, and then you're going to have an argument with stupid ass fucking Cashville about this. And I think, look, dude, and I really do hate that for you, Cashville, because ultimately, like I said, I learned a lot this week. But to see who you are and what lack of morals you actually fucking have, the things that are coming your way, I have no problem with delivering.
How in the fuck can you even logically think that this is okay? Even if he was, let's just play it your way and say that he was found not guilty. How in the fuck can you read a statement from two different children from two different households and think that this is okay?
And then couple that with the inconsistencies of the dude who did the shit. I mean, we're taking the word of a guy who pled guilty to this.
Right,
He pled guilty to the charge of battery to avoid the sentence of child molestation. Let's just keep it real.
Rusty, don't you know child molesters all admit to it every time?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They always say, yes, sir, your honor. Did you see the one in Jacksonville, bro? Or in Florida?
No.
The fucking preacher?
No.
Oh, my
well, there's
God.
the fucking the
Oh,
courts
no,
are
this
full
is
of them
bad,
fuckers.
bro. This is
Yeah.
bad. Fucking around with a 14-year-old kid and then infested him with AIDS
Oh God.
3 days ago. 3 fucking days ago. And that was the preacher.
Yeah. Right there, Bass Ackwards says he just said he was 18 years old. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. Like I said, this is the shit, and this is what it is. They want to talk about all this nonsense with gaslighting people, dude. You're a fucking retard, an absolute motherfucking retard. Then you want to talk about people cheerleading for Triple T. Triple T has every right to defend himself from the things that Ryan did. That's it. You want to sit there and pretend like he don't, like he doesn't have the, like you're sitting there fucking implying that he's part of some fucking sex trafficking ring. You want to tell him that he's stolen valor and all that shit after the dude's been blown up. This is the kind of shit you want people to ignore. Like, no, he has every right to defend himself. Yeah, Johnny Johnson. Some people, like I said, this YouTube shit, it poisons their mind and their word, like some kind of nonsensical association. This shit is useless. There's nothing on here that's worth it. There's nothing on here that's worth what the fuck that Johnny Cashville's doing to himself right now.
No.
I mean, honestly, this dude's going to have to go look at his kids and be like, yeah, you know what I spent the last 5 fucking days doing? Trying to convince people that a dude who pled guilty, took a plea deal on a child molestation case, wasn't guilty. That's what I did. Would I speak to young women like Tim did? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've said that I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. 100%.
But it ain't nowhere. It's not this. Even though that's bad, it's still not this. Tim just was too comfortable with them kids, is what it boils down to. And like I told him when I talked to him, I was like, bro, you're supposed to be a role model. And he actually admitted that. He's like, you're right. He said, but on the military base, shit's different because them kids are subject. What's the word I'm looking for? They're around that type of shit all the time. And I said, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When you look at it from my point of view, we don't talk like that to our kids.
But and here's the biggest difference in all of that is it was clearly it turned out exactly what it was. None of those people from the videos have come forward and said, well, look what Tim did to me. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. A person who was in those videos came and said, no, it's exactly what he said. They weren't doing anything wrong. This is something that, it doesn't look good. It's taken out of context. She went to bat for them. And this video's been out since the fucking Gene Team days. This is why, as soon as they brought this shit back up, I was like, no. I seen this when Gene Team fucking ran with it. And it was 100%. I seen what happened. And I'm like, no, this is bullshit. And I mean, think about this. You talk out of one side of your neck and be like, Johnny Gobble did something 3 years ago. And that's what y'all bringing up. But how old was that video? How old was that video with the bagger shit? It's like, what, 10, 12 years ago? Something like that? It's fucking like the shit that you're doing. And the most important part of this is there's no criminal charge associated with that. He was never charged with this. He was never held. He was never sued, charged, nothing, never reprimanded for it. But yet they want to make a big deal about it. It's just like I told Dan Redbeard. You're manufacturing outrage based on this. I was around the first time that it was brought to bat. I saw what it was. And like I said, would I personally do it? No, I wouldn't. I think, and it's a horrible look. He admits that. But it's not like you have more iterations of the dude doing it. It's not like, oh, he's got some other scheme over here trying to do it with this people. And that, no, it's a one-off thing.
He ain't got no criminal case. I know that.
Yeah, and that's why they try to draw parallels to this shit. And it's stupid to me. It's like, honestly, look, I can dumb myself down enough to play stupid games and let's make fun of Johnny Gobble, dumb shit, right? But when we get to this point where you're fucking propping up child molesters, I mean, come on, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh shit! Sometimes I feel like I'm dumb, even going back and forth with this dumbass shit.
It is. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. And I mean, I was just sit and watch people just do this, and it's like, okay. I mean, imagine like 12 points over there repeating the words Officer T. Officer T, right? Implying that he's some kind of like fucking, he's always operating with the cops. Yet he will never, ever talk about Ryan Upchurch on fucking body cam video diming his fucking old lady out to the cops for drugs.
Crazy, bro. When I seen that, I was like, shut the fuck up. Because I knew they were going to get back together. Now this dumb fuck done went and dry snitched on himself. Report and then think about that, like the shitty things that he did in that situation, telling his audience that his child was kidnapped. Yeah, you think about that. Like, what in that kind of he goes uses his Instagram to do that. And what do you think if somebody know who she is? His child's with her. One of these fucking morons that think that they're stopping a kidnapping. Yeah,
I mean, but this is what I'm saying. This was the courtesy shit that I never really spoke on and didn't say anything about.
Yeah,
because he didn't have anything to work with anyway. And I understood. I know Ryan's in a bad place. I'm not a fucking idiot. I know that. But it was out of respect for people that I knew were still going to try to defend him. I didn't say anything about the stuff. I never jumped in and dogpiled on this. But dude, now that I see who the fuck you are, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I just fucking, be like the rest of them and farm this shit for views and all that shit? Like I said, man, this shit's disgusting. It really is.
I don't even, you lost me bass backwards. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I have a question for them POS motherfuckers if you're wanting to claim innocent, why do you not report 2 young 13-year-olds? What do you mean report them? Where were they to protect them when the others was doing it? There were two of them. There were two different people. There's actually quite a few of them on the witness list. That's why I was trying to ask Cashville how many. He's claiming that he's went over this whole case, but yet he doesn't know how many people are even on the witness list. And I wasn't going to give him the number, but I'm sitting here looking at it right now. I got it pulled up on my other screen. But I can tell you that Pete Ketchum, detective, Franklin Police Department, and any person state witness list, past, present, or withdrawn, defendant reserves the right to timely supplement as new evidence becomes available. Exhibits. So, I mean, 700 Johnson Street, Frank. And if he's still listening, he knows by me just reading that off. His name is the first one on there. And then there's another Ricky on there. I'll just leave it at that. You've done seen that paper, ain't you?
Yes.
I knew as soon as you spoke on it, I knew it was true. And that's what I tried to tell that dumb motherfucker.
He don't care, dude.
Rusty put that shit out. It's fucking true. That man doesn't get on here just to fucking talk. He's not lying about shit. All right, hold on, let me take this call real quick. I'll be right back.
Shit, all I know is that live starts in 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, gotcha, man. So Rusty's never gonna say something unless he's verified what he's saying.
Yeah, and I mean, and this shit it's not some big fucking, like puzzle or something. It's not a fucking algebra problem, dude. It's not hard to figure this out. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, anybody has got these kind of charges, bro. You're better off as a good rule of thumb is just not have anything to do with them. You ain't got to accuse them of anything. You ain't got to do none of that. Just don't fucking have nothing to do with them. And it's that simple. And they're trying to talk about this motherfucker talking about he got his kids. There's a dude named Donald down here. I'm not going to say his last name because his address is in the fucking paper in my town because he was a convicted child molester. And I told this story the other day. He fucked around with this girl, went to jail, got convicted of a sex crime. When he got out, she turned 18. They got married. They ran off in love together. Well, they split up for a little while. She got pregnant by somebody else coming home from work. She done had the baby coming home from work. This baby's 4 or 5 years old at this time. Gets in a car wreck and dies. This motherfucker takes custody of the other child because they were still married. They never got a divorce. So don't tell me just because you do some fucking weird sex shit that you can't get custody of your kids because you can't.
Yeah, if there's enough time passed, the court's going to act in the best interest of the kid. Like if you're not actively doing the shit, ultimately, right, I look at it like this. Do I personally think that there's any path to redemption for that dude? No, but the court sees it differently.
Well,
so and if you're, they're going to, yeah. So yeah, when you lose one parent, yeah, sure, they're gonna go with the path of least resistance with that, which is easier for them to do.
Well, the grandparents finally ended up getting custody back from him, but as it went, he ended up with custody of the kid for a little while. And I thought to myself, that is fucking crazy. I wouldn't let my kids go down there and play with his kids or nothing. I made his kids to come up here to play with mine. I wouldn't. Yeah. And my daughter's like, Dad, why can't I said, you ain't going over that motherfucker. That's why. I damn sure did. And even the cops out here were like, yeah, don't keep them kids from around here, And they were like up front warning us about him. Said, that's a creeper right there. But that's just how the law works, man. Just because you got your kid don't mean that you didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Rusty, that's you, ain't it? Oh. Okay, I'm not.
Hey, before we hop out of here, whenever Seaver gets ready to check his shit out, we kind of went over top of that premiere he was doing on his song. He just dropped a fucking banger on Cashville. So
Seeper did?
No, Mr. Powerstroke did.
Oh,
so yeah, not right now. I mean, go to his channel and give him the view for it. But yeah, yeah.
All right. So drop the link for it in the chat. Then
it's in the chat. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Sorry.
No, nothing to it. Hey, and not just because I'm kind of upset with Cashville right now, but his song was way better than the other shit that he made.
It was fucking disgusting. I mean, I can't believe that dude's a real artist and he dropped that garbage. Bro, Jesus Christ.
I heard some of his songs and I was like, bro, you got fucking talent. That wasn't it though, man.
It don't. Dude, it tells me that fucking somebody else was writing that shit. Yeah.
All right, hold on. It took me to it. I was trying to pin it, Miss Powerstroke. I hit your comment.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Newbuck. Hey, Newbuck, he's a connoisseur of the music. He'll tell you. So, yeah, I mean,
the page. So, y'all please go and check it out.
Yeah, ultimately, man, like, I mean, with all this shit, I hate, like, this is the kind of stuff, man, that I really don't, there's no value in any of this. And this is honestly, Johnny Gobble brought us here. Cashville kept us here for a motherfucking, for a week on this bullshit. Ultimately, the facts are the facts. This dude did what he did. There's more than sufficient evidence, like the biggest thing being he took a plea deal for the charges. It's not debatable. And, but Johnny Gobble's the one that brought us here to this disgusting fucking point. And, people with who are spineless and have no fucking morals decide to try to clean it up for him. All right, cool. Duly noted. I'm good with it. Like I said, and Cashville just opened up something with me that he ain't gonna be able to close. Like, I'm not the kind of dude that's gonna shake hands and all this shit and be like, oh yeah, it's
real men never forgive.
No, it ain't even about forgiving. It's not even about it's not even about coming at me or any of this shit. I'm looking at this dude from a man to man fucking basis, right? And I look at it and I'm saying, look, you're a dad just like I am.
It's different.
You got kids too that you're put here to protect. In this, for whatever this YouTube shit is, or whatever, maybe it's to hold on to your bag from Upchurch, whatever the fuck it is. Hey, I don't respect you.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Can you imagine hanging out with a motherfucker who tried to fuck your money up?
No.
Just even seeing that picture, I'm just shaking my head. I deleted my post with him. I wish I'd never even fucking took a picture with him now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, it's that's bullshit. But you think about this.
Man, Kurt, I'm not doing too fucking good.
Yeah, neither one of them. I ain't gonna say no. It's all right, man. Just extra shower and whatever. But no, man, think about this. Johnny Gobble last week was telling people that, hey, look, I need some apologies or people are getting sued because they thought there was enough time in between this shit that what he did. And then, sure enough, I'm like, okay, listen, you're going to demand an apology. You're going to commit coercion. Okay. Stupid fuck. I'll bring this right back out again. And I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. There's no place for this kind of shit to even be discussed. Like, we're supposed to be having some fun here, right? And that's the same reason I didn't talk about a bunch of the dark shit with fucking Ryan. I wasn't here to fucking, make a come up on the dude's downfall.
Yeah.
But I kind of see, like, hey, look, what the fuck's going on with this shit? And I don't like people trying to tell me what the fuck I can talk about. So, that courtesy ends.
I'm getting a makeover, Public Enemy #1. I'm going to see a plastic surgeon as soon as this live ends. Hey, Cashville, please wear rubber though, okay? I know what you're doing. But remember, motherfucker does have Hep C. So think about it.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Hey, and Brandy, thank you for everything that you've done on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Man, I got to hang out I ain't gonna say who it was, but I hang out with somebody last night that I've met on YouTube. That dude, I had a good time. We just watched fucking videos and just talked for about an hour and a half last night. That's what this shit should be about. Not fucking, I don't know, man. Some people just want to fucking be too well liked, I guess, by everybody, and you can't please everybody. There's no way that I'm gonna sell my fucking dignity just for people.
No.
They're calling for the possum. No, they're actually not.
No.
But whatever.
Yeah. Hey, listen, he'll spin it any way he can. That's the only thing he's fucking good at.
Yeah.
Like I said, hey, if there was anything else he was good at, he wouldn't be over there fucking having to suck up church's ass to keep it.
Talking about
That's the
rage
truth.
baiting people. Well, he's
Yeah.
fucking actively rage baiting people. Complaining about fucking people going at this Gagger dude. Well, he's going at Tim about something that's not
Right.
even nowhere near on the level of what this dude did. And it's like, bro, do you not have no fucking self-awareness or what? I should have known, bro.
I can't wait. Public Enemy, crack the walls and tailcase. I don't. That mountain girl chick is some fucking other one, dude. I think she might actually just be fucking out there. So I don't know. I don't care enough. It's not like all she did really is just like prop up. Like when Ryan's in these fucking psychosis episodes and believing that, all this shit, like all these people are actively against him. She's over there like trying to add credence to it and theorize and make it true, somehow make it believable. It's like, man, if you don't realize this dude's going through some shit, you should probably, somebody should tell you. They did tell you. And
Dude, I
ultimately
felt bad
it's just,
for him, man.
I still do feel bad for him, dude, because I mean, you look at this, he's fucking self-destructed. And I hate that. The dude, in my opinion, he don't deserve to lose all this shit. Like that judgment is fucking crazy. But if you go, like, I guess since Cashville's fucking over here wanting to talk some shit, I guess I'll have to bring it up and explain it to people. The attorney for the Rodneys was like, dude, he was, he's a little zooted up when he's testifying.
Bro, and to come to think of it, he could have got out of it, man, for fucking nowhere near that.
He could. There were settlement offers on the table.
Yeah.
But hey,
And
listen,
look,
I don't want to ruin my next live. I'll wait to do it on my next live since Cashville wants to be a fucking idiot. Like I said, it's one of them things I didn't want to do, man. But hey, since we'll go that way, we'll go with it. We'll do it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to shout over you.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good. Sure, panel, dude. Do what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, we're just killing time until Super goes live. He should have a good audience because people are tuned in and want to see it. And, here's the thing. You do not fucking prop. And it doesn't matter who it is. It could be any one of y'all. I'm telling you right now. If I ever found some shit out about you like that, I would not fuck with you. I just wouldn't. I just can't. There's something in. I just can't. That's disgusting, bro.
No, there's places. Look, there's some lines you don't cross, man. And that's just what it is.
That shit never goes away. You know what I mean?
No.
And it really don't. And people carry that shit with them for the rest of their fucking life. Some deal with it better than others, and some never fucking get over it. Some of them end up taking their life and all kinds of shit. It fucks with them, And people they don't think about nobody but their goddamn self. And it's so sad to see, dude, because that's not what life's about, man. It's really
No,
not.
I mean, and you're 100% right, man. The damage that's done to someone, that's sexually assaulted, and especially, like what's that do to her for the rest of her life? Right? She's, there's going to be a traumatic event. She's going to be replaying this shit. And these people, dude, look, like I said, this is a problem. Like this is a lack of respect problem. I don't really give a fuck what Cashville says. I know he's full of shit, but it's the fact that, are you really down bad enough? You got to do this. Okay. And I don't want to hear an excuse. I want to hear a fucking excuse for it. There's no excuse for this. The path of least resistance was just to say, yeah, he fucked up. Don't do it again. Stay away from the dude. Like how hard would that have been?
Was to not even fucking speak on it.
Yeah.
Because he clearly did not read all this shit. Because if he did read all this shit and he's still saying this, that speaks volumes about who he is.
Well, here's what I know. It's the parts he ain't reading.
Right.
The parts he ain't pushing.
Yeah.
That's what I know. The parts he ain't pushing, look, we aren't going to look at the affidavit. We're not going to look at his guilty plea. We're not going to look at the paperwork where he agreed to the guilty plea.
Mate said he took a plea deal equals not guilty.
Right. What a fucking idiot. Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing, the omission of the facts, the same thing that I got hot at Gobble about because he was omitting the case facts in order to push a fucking narrative. And that's what I'm saying. They won't show you the whole fucking thing, man.
Nah.
And why? If the man is guilty, why not show the whole fucking thing? And then bring up the paperwork where, hey, listen, man, they vacated his sentence. They had a new trial. There was a motion for a new trial, and there was new evidence that was introduced. And then they vacated his sentence. None of that happened. Right.
There's none
of it. But they want you to be retarded. And it comes down to the fact that you're insulting the intelligence of everyone you're telling that to.
Anybody that fucking believes that, boys, there's nothing wrong with him. As many times he's been caught in a lie. And that's like the thing with this dude, right? That was something else I had thought about too. Is every time Johnny opens his fucking mouth and lies about some shit, people end up having to go back and set the record straight over a bunch of fucking lies. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
If I find out somebody has gave my goddamn number to the Medicare fucking people, I'm gonna be pissed. I shouldn't even said that. I don't know. I know this. I know that I don't want nothing to do with nobody who fucking defends that type of shit.
No, it's disgusting, and whatever that dude's doing with his life now, good, as long as he's, not hurting people. He wants to sue somebody, fucking go ahead, sue away, dude. Because anyone with a fucking brain, it knows how that's going to go. It's some intimidation bullshit. You're trying to fucking get somebody to shut up about the truth. It's out there. It's on a public motherfucking website. It was brought into my purview by a dude demanding a motherfucking apology.
Thanks a lot, country bro.
Yeah.
You say I'm ready for a wheelchair. Code, I knew what you were saying when you said it. I knew you was being facetious. Is what my mom used to say.
Oh, gotcha, man. Dude, it's, hey, every which way they can spin it, dude. They ain't standing on shit. None of them. What's up, J-Dog?
Bro, to turn and not to jump subjects, but that's somebody else I'm excited to see do what they're with their channel, what they're doing. I hope that really takes off for him. I wish it wasn't on members, but I understand why it is.
Let me tell you something. Go ahead and get the membership.
Yeah.
Because I'm the membership on that one. And here's the nice thing about it. The nice thing, like if you watch something, and it ends like on the auto thing, I'm always getting a Gotcha Man members only video, and he don't disappoint because there's a lot of good shit in there.
Dude, you could just tell that motherfucker really, like when I watched him tear that fucking truck down, that EcoBoost, because I'd always be scared to work on something like that with them dual overhead cams. No fear. You could just tell he knows what he's doing.
Or at least he's willing to chance it. And you gotta appreciate that.
Bro, and that's a nice fucking truck. That really is. Them EcoBoost is about the best thing besides a diesel. They got fucking plenty of power for a V6. They do really nice fucking truck.
It's twin turbo. So,
bro, well, there used to be a guy that would haul tires, man. Getting like 150 semi tires on a long ass trailer from Louisiana to Jacksonville with it. And I'm like, dude, you pulling that motherfucker with a V6? And he did this every week for, 2 years to us. And we just finally quit using him or whatever, but he drove it the whole time. No problems, no nothing. And he said, man, this motherfucker got plenty of power. Because you would think V6 no power, right? That's not the case.
Depending. Yeah, well, they're newer technology, man. They're making a lot more torque nowadays.
I about bought an EcoBoost for my wife. They're quick as fuck. Oh yeah, yeah. Buddy of mine's got that EcoBoost Explorer, and it's tricked the fuck out with running on ethanol. It's a bad little motherfucker. Some of them trucks are just, or some of them motors are badass. But anyways, back to what I was saying. You stay right on over to Cashville. You made your bed. That's your buddy anyway.
Yeah.
I wonder if now. I guess that when Johnny was saying that all that shit with Cashville was Cashville's fault, I wonder if that is true now. So I guess we're supposed to confirm that is true, right? Too.
What
right?
do you mean?
About
be
him
more specific.
telling him all Ryan shit about Ryan being on drugs and all that shit.
Well, like I said, Cashville gets and he starts pillow talking with people, and this is what he's worried about because of his NDA.
Mm.
He feels some kind of way about the way Ryan's done him because it's been shitty. And when he finds somebody he feels comfortable with, like PBR, he gets all up in his feels and starts sharing this shit with people. And it's like, and then they record his shit because they're going to use it as leverage against him because they know the dude don't stand on nothing. So, I mean, it's ultimately, it's a problem that he created.
Mm.
I mean, here's the thing. If you found yourself under a non-disclosure agreement, you should probably not disclose things.
Yeah, exactly. And then wonder why you come under
Right.
fire from everybody. And I used to think to myself, why does everybody fuck with him so much? Now I see. Now
Yeah.
I fucking see. I just hadn't
Yeah.
been paying attention.
Yeah, yeah. And he'll do that, Red Foxy. He will do that. No, I mean, if like for me, gotcha, man, I enjoy watching mechanical content. I mean, it's stuff like that, obviously, just because I'm a dude. But the stuff that I was kind of hyping up is all the stuff that's in the member stuff that I can listen to in the background. That for me, that's where the gold is. You know what I'm talking about? But I highly suggest
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
his members. Yeah, it's worth it because, dude, there's so much shit back there. And I'll tell you what, there's so much shit. Like, if you forgot about something with Johnny Gobble that happened, hell, if it ain't auto fed to my damn phone when I'm working on something, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, dude. And he does such a great job. He like all those videos, man. The gold. Oh, it was there. But
Yeah.
he's like right now, he's done a good job of like escaping the algorithm. And I think that, he's going to he'll get a little bump down and then it's going to come back up because he will find a new audience. And ultimately, gotcha, dude, just don't look back. Just do what you're going to do and don't look back. This shit is a fucking cesspool. Honestly, this whole fucking thing is a cesspool, and it's because of people like Johnny Gobble.
And it's
You
only
can't have
getting
any
worse.
fun. Yeah, it is getting worse, guy. You're 100%, Eisman.
Well,
It's fucking worse, bro.
That's the only way it can go, man. That's why, like,
I mean, for
I'll
fuck's
go
sake, you
live
got
and fuck
fucking
with
Martin
people
asking
I
to
don't
see my
give a
dick
fuck.
last night. Like, what the fuck? Who says that? Like,
That's your son, bro.
That's I
that
don't
ain't
know.
I
Son.
definitely not
And
people-
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you show your son your wee wee, we're gonna be fucking on
No.
panel talking about you next.
You're gonna be over here
what
trying to
you
take a
got
plea
in-
deal and say you were innocent.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
that part got you, man. Yeah, but yeah, dude, the other stuff, the like what Unc was saying, like cutting the van up and shit like that. That was, I mean, it's interesting. It draws you in to watch you disassemble that van. I was sitting there like, dude, I never seen that before.
Weld to that fucking locker though to make his locker after he welded it. I kept
Yeah.
saying, "Where's the fucking brake clean? Where's the brake cleaner?" You know what I mean? Because you
Mhm.
have to slow them motherfuckers down. You have to.
Right. But if you want to know what one of them van frames looks like without the van part,
Bro. That's 6.0.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, put that in something.
My brother just bought one out of a total GMC. I think it's the Yukon or whatever. I think it might have been a 6.2. He just bought one to put in a single cab GMC truck.
Yeah, that 6.0 is a monster. I had one in my Escalade, dude. They are monsters.
Yeah. What's up,
Yeah,
Burton's
and
Van Jen? How you doing?
those can be tricked out fucking good and quick too.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
there's a lot of good shit there.
Well, listen, y'all, we fixing to jump off of here. I'm gonna go. Y'all go over and check out Power Strokes. Song.
Yeah, if you don't
Yeah,
mind, because we
yeah.
kind of went over top of that, man. Just go and check that out. Like, dude, it's a good song.
Yeah.
It's a good fucking song, bro.
I checked it out when I had stepped away. I was listening to it.
Well, I'm gonna go check it out, and then by the time I get done checking that out, we'll be ready for fucking.
I'm gonna go grab dinner, and I'm gonna go and listen to Seeper's presentation tonight. What's up, Code Mate? Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. That Escalade in the 2500. Yeah, that's the same one that Gotcha's got in that van.
Yeah. Dude, Rusty,
that link that I just dropped right there. That's
hey, I appreciate the opportunity to come up and face these fucking dipshits. So yeah,
silly man,
they're idiots, man.
I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me.
Good talking to you, Osmic.
I'm gonna watch Osmic. Hang out for a second, okay? All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, you guys have a good one, man.
Later.